Guys, so welcome back, guys. But like the title of the video guys says, how to make content. If you guys want to be a content creator or whatever, you guys want to post on social media and make extra money, these are some things I'm gonna tell you guys, all right, from a small creator. These are some things that you guys need to know. So number one, right, how to make content. You guys need basic equipment. Okay, basic equipment to make your content. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't need to be special. You don't need like all these GoPros and cameras, but you guys need an iPhone or some sort of phone. And on the phone, you guys need a camera to film. You guys need maybe a editing software to edit your videos. I usually use CapCut, all right, because I'm used to using CapCut. You need all your social medias on there. And maybe if you guys are doing voiceovers, you guys can use like voice memos or whatever. You know, that's what I use to record my short form content when I voiceover. But pretty much, guys, you guys need these basic equipment things, right? All you need is a phone. You need a camera on your phone. You need some sort of editing software like CapCut. You need your social medias to post on. And also maybe if you guys are doing like voice memos, you know, recording commentary. And then some other things too, yeah? You know, whatever content or niche that you guys are trying to get into. But these are some basic equipment. Like right now, when I'm filming this video, I'm recording on my iPhone. Because that's what I'm working with, right? Because, you know, at the same, I'm not rich yet, but I'm trying to get there. But, you know, if you're on a budget too, right? Like, for me, I got to work 2 to 3 jobs. I got to do door dashing. I got to do YouTube. I got to do reselling. I got to train. I got so much shit that I need to do in a day. And I don't have the budget to go out and buy, like, all these other special equipment, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to work on a budget. I got to work with what I'm given with at the moment, right? With my situation. And that's the same thing with all these people. When they're trying to start content, everybody's on a budget, right? They're just kind of like living paycheck to paycheck. They have other big responsibilities to put their money into. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys want, you know, you guys have these basic things. These are things that you guys need. Of course, you guys need Wi-Fi. You know, maybe you guys might need a laptop or a computer. Depends what kind of content that you guys are making, right? So laptop and computer. I have a laptop. I have a Mac laptop, Air Pro, whatever that you call it. Some other things too, like for me, what I use personally, sometimes I do like POV videos, so I use like GoPros. But you guys don't have to do this. You guys can just use iPhones. You know what I'm saying? I have a tripod. Like right now, I have my camera set up and it's on a tripod. And I film a lot of short form content too, so I have a cheap tripod. I got it from Best Buy and it was only for like $20. You know what I'm saying? So cheap shit. You know what I'm saying? And then also maybe if you guys make gaming content, you guys need like consoles. Like I play on my PS5, PS4, and I also have like a Elgato capture card. So, but other than that, guys, if you guys are just trying to start off, all you guys need is a phone, camera, editing software on your phone, Wi-Fi, and you know, social media. And pretty much you can work with what you're dealing with, right? So you guys just need making sure that you guys have these basic equipment, all right? So after you guys make basic equipment, you guys need to find out what kind of niche you guys want to get into. So this is what I would recommend, guys, all right? I feel like the best way to make content, especially if you're a busy person like me, like when I was like, let's say in 2022, guys, I was working freaking 3 jobs. I was training, right? I was doing sports, combat sports. I was working 3 jobs. I was working at my high school job in the morning, Monday to Friday, freaking 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then after that, I'll go to Taco Bell nighttime. And then some other nights I'll be working at this car rental at Enterprise, right? Driving cars and shit. And then I'll be training after. And then I'll do others like church. I'll be spending time with my girl, right? With my girlfriend. I'll be spending time with family. I was traveling. I was doing my hobbies, right? Swimming, hiking, running, whatever I was doing. I was trying to start businesses. I was trying to do YouTube. Like there were so many things that I had to do. And at the end of the day, I was like, what kind of content, what niche should I get into? Because if I'm always busy every day, like majority of your people, right? You know, all you guys, you're probably working 2 to 3 jobs, maybe going to college, maybe you're still in high school, maybe you're training, you're doing sports, maybe you're going to church, maybe you're traveling here and there. What type of content are you supposed to make if you're always busy and occupied? And that was something that I had to just sit down and figure out when I was doing my everyday thing. I was like, what type of content do I need to make? In order, if I'm busy, bro, like I'm working 3 jobs, I'm trying to come home. By the time I come home, it's already like 10 p.m. and I gotta eat dinner and freaking drink water, and I gotta sleep, and I gotta wake up at 4 in the morning the next day. How am I gonna make content? You know what I'm saying? So here are some things that you guys can do, all right? What I would recommend is I'll record, right? If you guys are trying to record yourself, right? You guys can make a personal brand out of your everyday life. Okay, so what I would do is, what I mean by this is, what I would do is, on my everyday, day-to-day basis, I would film myself on my iPhone. I would film myself doing everything that I do in a day, right? I'm documenting my everyday life. And at the same time, not only am I documenting my everyday life, but with the content that I'm doing, I'm trying to provide valuable information. Because I feel like nowadays, everybody is trying to learn something. It's the informational era, right? Everybody's trying to learn something, whether it be self-improvement, how to make more money, how to start a business, how to get into shape, how to be closer to God, learning different history, learning different skill sets, self-improvement content, dating stuff, whatever that it is. Everybody's trying to learn. So I feel like in order for you to get as much views and get paid, you need to go ahead and provide valuable information. And in order to provide valuable information, you guys can use your everyday life and record it and make content out of it. For example, when I was working at my high school job, I would be, cooking, cleaning, dishwashing. I'll be driving a box truck, delivering stuff. And what I would do, I used to do this before, but I'm trying to repost my content again, right? I didn't post it at all. That's why. So you guys can check out my vlogs, right? My work vlogs. But what I used to do and what I would have done differently, I would have tried to record every single day. But I would make videos off of educational stuff. So what I'll do is, at my high school job, I'll probably make valuable information by showing you guys how to cook different meals. I'll record myself. I was cool with everybody, so they'll probably let me slide recording content. I'll record how to drive the box truck, how to drive, make POV videos, make it interesting, make it funny, make it entertaining, right? But I'm providing valuable information. How to go ahead, make healthier meals, what a day in a life would look like, right? When I was working at my landscaping job in 2019 and 2021, when I was 16, 18 years old, I was cutting grass. I would have showed you guys, okay, how to cut grass, how to leaf blow, how to operate the lawnmower, how to go ahead and trim bushes and trees, how to plant grass. I would make a series, maybe like acting like I was playing Minecraft, right? Trying to build this. And, because my boss was making me do all kinds of different activities. I was painting roads and curbs. I was, opening sheds, and I was trying to doing all kinds of different stuff, right? Cleaning water fountains and fish ponds. I would have been trying to make content off of that, recording my day-to-day life, but also documenting what I'm doing, but also providing valuable information. And not only providing different how to do different skill sets, but also providing different life attributes that I learned. How to be more disciplined, how to be more stoic at my job, how to show up every day even if you're tired. Different ways to stay healthy while you're working multiple jobs. I would have made content like that, right? Providing valuable information while also building my personal brand and also building up my my documentary series to, I guess, build credibility. People love credible information, and also they love watching people, so I will make long form content, and also short form content. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and repurpose my content on every social media platform, right? My long form and my short form. I'll upload on TikTok, I'll upload on YouTube Shorts, I'll upload on Vine. I'll upload on IG, I'll upload FB, Facebook, Snapchat, anything that I could think, Pinterest, MySpace, Kick, Rumble, any platform that I can get my hands on. I'm repurposing my content on every platform, because the algorithm for each platform is very different. So like TikTok, it could go viral on TikTok, your video, but on YouTube Shorts, maybe it's only hitting 100, 200 views. And maybe Instagram is, oh shit, it's 200K views now. Oh, Facebook, the algorithm is the same as Instagram because it's the same owner. It's going to go viral there. So the whole thing is make content, right? But also make sure that you're making long form content and short form content, and make sure that you repurpose your content on every platform possible, okay? Because you never know which platform is going to go viral, okay? So some other things too, like maybe I was working at Taco Bell. I'll record myself working at Taco Bell, how to make the tacos and burritos. I used to watch people on TikTok, they were posting POV videos, a day in a life working at Taco Bell. They record themselves making the tacos and burritos. I was watching this other guy, he works at an ice cream parlor, and he's just recording POV videos of him making ice cream, and at the same time he's providing valuable information because he's telling people how to be more disciplined, different life stories and different life attributes when he's working at the ice cream parlor, things that he learned, what I'm saying? And you guys can do that. Some other things you guys can do, like I said, right? You guys can make a documentary series, long form and short form. So I watched this guy on TikTok, right? He's like this car guy, and his name is Michael Hickey on TikTok. I followed him last year, and pretty much what he does is he lives in his car, but he travels state to state, records what he does. But what he does is in his videos, he makes a documentary series, and there's an end goal, right? He has like a goal for his series, and his goal is he's trying to live in his car, travel state to state, but he's trying to save up to $60,000 while living in his car. And how he's making his money, he's doing like DoorDash, he's doing YouTube and TikTok, he's doing Uber Eats, he's doing side gigs. So he's recording his everyday life, and he's posting it on his social media platform, and he's also providing valuable information, but also he has an end goal, and he's trying to make 60K, and he's making a series out of it. So I feel like people, they love watching people try to hit their goal, whatever that it is, trying to make 60K. They're trying to, you know, save up to 100,000 to buy their mom a new car. Maybe like for me, what I would done, like a series that I would have done back in the day was, you know, trying to save up to $50,000 to go ahead and try and move out my house, or trying to save up to $50,000 by only working at Taco Bell. And I'll record my day-to-day life, what I did, what I learned. Fucking, if there was a rude customer, I would have recorded it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have just made as much content as possible and provided a lot of valuable information to people, and also try and make a series out of it and try to document my series, you know? So that's some shit that I would have done, to be honest. Not only with just money, but maybe you're training. Maybe you're trying to become a better Muay Thai fighter, and you're going every day, Tuesday through Thursday. And what you guys can do is you guys can film it, make vlogs out of it, post your short form content. What did you learn? Build your series up, right? Because people, they love watching an end goal. Maybe you're trying to document, okay, working multiple jobs, but also trying to become a pro boxer and trying to prepare for my first amateur fight, all right, in the series. And they're trying to show like how you are, you know, throughout the fucking 3 months of training. And people are going to watch it. I promise you guys, if you guys become creative and you guys use your everyday life to build your personal brand and your pages, you're going to gain a lot of following, and you're going to make a lot of money doing this shit, right? Recording your everyday life. So that's some shit that I would do. Again, guys, maybe you guys don't want to show your face and you don't want to build a personal brand. There's some other ways that you guys can make money and post content, right? You guys can do AI. You guys can hire people, do freelancing, right? Like you can go on Fiverr and tell people to record videos, do voiceovers for you. You guys got to be creative with it, all right? So that's what I would do if you want to make content in 2025 and you're super busy, right? Some other things, I can make a separate video how to make content if you don't want to show your face, because there's some other things that you guys can do. But I feel like that you kind of gotta like balance it out, and you guys gotta make time for it. I feel like if you're very busy and you're on the go and you don't want to make time for, you know, sit down and just record videos and write scripts and take 2 to 3 hours to do this work, what you guys can do is you guys can make all this content on the go, right? So yeah, these are some basic things if you want to make content on a budget but also start in 2025. These are some things that you guys can do. All right, I'll see you guys for another video. Yes sir.